through December 31st. Crew chief Tony Gibbons. Now, some other teams, the Sunday or Monday's race winner, the number 34 team driven by Chris Buescher. Now, this is how intricate NASCAR is. Listen to this. The gas man, Josh Patch, was fined $1,000, and the 34 team received a P1 penalty for safety violation. Violation of section 12.1 and 12.5.3.2.1. And what happened, the gas guy was on the service side of the wall with his face mask up. So he had to have the face mask down before it comes over the wall. He came over the wall, face mask was up, boom, $1,000, and the team received a P1 penalty. That's pretty intricate right there, ladies and gentlemen. Also, the number 7 team, the 7 car driven by David Reagan, the number 7 car fails pre-race laser inspection. Okay. Also, the number 13, driven by Casey Mears, 13 car failed pre-qualifying laser inspection 2 times on Saturday. And also the number 7, the 42, and the 23 failed pre-qualifying template inspection 2 times each, and all have received written warnings. 42 driven by Kyle Larson. 3 other teams have received written warnings and lose 15 minutes of practice at the Glen this weekend. The number 18 team, the number 20, and the 78 team for failing pre-qualifying template inspection 3 times on Saturday. The 18 Kyle Busch, 20 Matt Kenseth, and the 78 Martin Truex Jr. Oh man. So now this weekend, this week is going to be very interesting, and next weekend is going to be even more, is going to be crazy too, because this weekend they're at the second road course of the circuit, and that's going to be the Glen, Watkins Glen. Now, only Xfinity Series and Sprint Cup this weekend. NASCAR is the only game in town. IndyCar is not racing this weekend, and Formula One is on a summer recess. So you have Xfinity Series and the Sprint Cup. But Watkins Glen in New York, Watkins Glen International, also known as the Glen, Grand Prix course is 3.4 miles of asphalt. Now the trucks return on August 17. It's actually a Wednesday night race from Bristol. So a midweek night race from Bristol sounds like kind of fun. So definitely set the DVR. And I like the truck race. And Bristol at night, you know, there's the day Bristol race during the beginning of the season, which is cool. But the night race at Bristol is fun. And it's a fun race to watch. And you have a bunch of night races coming up as we get closer to the end of the regular season. Now, IndyCar, as mentioned, has off. IndyCar returns on August 21st from Long Pond, PA. IndyCar heading to Pocono on August 21. Formula One returns on August 28th, and they're going to Belgium for the Belgium Grand Prix. So there you go. And now, Formula One is weird. There's this video. I gotta stop posting videos on community radio. I'm like, should I post other people's videos? Yeah. There's actually a video of a Formula One car. They cut the Formula One car in half, long ways, and you actually get to see the inside of where these drivers sit. They're pretty much laying down, and their feet are at the same level as the steering wheel. So it's pretty wicked, man. I gotta find that video. But if you go on YouTube and search for Formula One, you'll probably find it. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, Formula One's fun. Yes, I'm watching Formula One and IndyCar. I'm watching IndyCar too. Now, so let's get into the racing schedule here. All right, and then we'll call it a day. So you go to communityradio.com, and we got all our shows up there. Long Island Community Radio, and got contact info on there. And so if you have any information or questions and stuff, you can do that. So, and soon to be putting a comment box down there too on Community Radio for those who like to leave comments. So, racing fans, Motorsports Radio proudly presents the official Motorsports Radio racing schedule. And it's, I mentioned, just NASCAR this weekend, all NASCAR all weekend. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on Saturday afternoons on August 6th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this race is on CNBC and MRN, all right? And that's going to be the Zippo 200 at the Glen, 82 laps. Then the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race on Sunday afternoon. This is going to be Sunday, August the 7th at 2:30 Eastern Time. So Xfinity at 2, Sprint Cup at 2:30. The Sprint Cup race is going to be on the USA Network and MRN, and that's going to be the famous Cheez-It 355 at the Glen, and that one's going to be 90 laps. So there you go. And opening ceremonies for the Olympics tomorrow, Friday at 7:30 NBC, and they started some of the events already. They're playing soccer already, which is weird. I guess it's a new thing they're doing. You know, I kind of get suckered into the Olympics. I do. I'm like, man, a lot of people hate the Olympics, and I kind of put it up like I hate them, but then I want to watch it, and then you get 2 weeks straight, and then that's it. They just leave you hanging. It's a 2-week field day. Okay, that's the Olympics. But it should be interesting. So we'll be back on hopefully Monday with all our stuff if there's no rain this weekend. So again, communityradioli.com. And that's going to do it for today. So I'd like to say thank you for tuning in. From Long Island, New York, US of A, this is Manny Allegretta. This is Motorsports Radio, communityradioli.com.